why do you think that this sort of, almost this sort of post-truth situation is here? Why do you think institutions are so afraid of the truth, other than getting derided in the media? What are the challenges on sort of surfacing the honest facts, as it were?
Because I think they, it's almost like professional humiliation. I mean, I think of these organisations and, they come out after an inquiry, or or there's something happening in a hospital that's a complete scandal. And it just echoes quite hollow then when people do what I call a faux apology, too late, after the facts, and then not really true. And then people talk about changing things. I mean, the government and successive governments, this isn't just the current lot or just the predecessors, they say they're doing things and then they don't actually do them. And that's worse, actually, Ruth. It's worse to pretend you're doing something and spin it and say, we are actually levelling up, or we're levelling down, or we're levelling right, whichever slogan it is. And the public know their slogans. So, it just echoes hollow. And I think then what happens is people in those institutions then feel they're letting their people down. So I think you get that not so much in government. You certainly would get that in the police. You'd get that in local government. I know less about the business world, despite being involved with them in different ways. I've never run a business organisation, but I see the same patterns. Whereas if you admit to failure, then essentially you're admitting that your people are failing. And that then means that they then feel that they will be humiliated. And let's face it, humiliation is something that people find is the worst punishment. So that's why, the worst punishment is being humiliated, actually. People would rather be locked up in prison than they would be in orange jackets cleaning the streets with criminal written on their backs. I mean, that's the truth of the matter. That's how much we find humiliation hard. So I think it's really hard, Ruth, and I'm making it sound really easy, but it's not. But small steps towards truth will be the only way we rebuild trust.